Summer's here and it has been hot. The temperature here on the California Delta has been right around 100 degrees or over 100 degrees. But if I'm going to be honest with you, I think that has affected the fishermen more than the fish. The guys that have been going out have been pretty darn consistent. We're all catching fish out here. It's been fun. It's been hot, but it's been fun. So with that, let's take a look at a few pictures and we'll get right into the report. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. Welcome to the In Deep on the Delta weekly fishing report for the week of August 6th. And man, we've got a ton of good information, so I'm going to get right into the report. So first off, we're going to start with some news, and we've got the Bass Hole Tackle Swap and their 5-year anniversary in-store sale. That's coming up Sunday, August 16th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's going to be held out in the parking lot of the Bass Hole. If you want to reserve a table, you can give Rob a call out at 925-813-9485. And that again is going to be the tackle swap August 16th. Been getting bigger and better every time he has this, so we're going to see you there. I think it's going to be a good time. We also have the Mike Vaughn Classic coming up. That's going to be August 23rd out at Ladd's, $100 per team. I've got the flyer there. You can give Tony a call and he'll give you all the information. This is a tournament that if you haven't fished, you got to get out there and fish it. I think they had 75 boats last year. It's growing. It is a fun tournament. There is competition, but it is a friendly competition, and you'll go out there, you'll meet some new people. The Vaughn family has their barbecue going. They have a great barbecue and just a good time out there. So if you haven't fished that, go out there and see what it's like. And again, I've got the flyer up there. You can give Tony a call. He'll give you all the information. It'll be a fun tournament to fish. I've got some exciting news. I'm going to be doing a monthly giveaway through a drawing, and let me tell you how it's going to work. The giveaway will primarily be baits. Tackle, and we're going to be showcasing local Central Valley, Northern California, Southern California bait makers. I will announce the company or the baits that we're going to be, or the prize that we're going to be giving away on the first report of the month, and we will announce the winner on the last report of the month. And this is primarily for the guys that watch In Deep on the Delta, the weekly reports, the Delta Rats out here. All you have to do to get into the drawing is, hopefully you're subscribed. I'd like you to subscribe, but all you have to do is watch the weekly report, hit me up with a comment, and maybe give me a thumbs up. That's all you have to do. Once you give me that comment, you are going to be in the queue for the drawing at the end of the month. Our first tackle pack is from CC Baits, and if you're not familiar with CC Baits, you should get familiar with them. If you've been in a local tackle shop, you'll see this blue color pack. This is CC Baits. Adrian Costello, he's been in business and making baits for about 5 years now. Started off with plastic baits. He's branching out into some hard baits, but Adrian is has donated a beautiful bait package. I think there's 8 packages of all types of worms. He's got some creature baits. He's got some drop shot worms. There might be a couple trailers in here. Just nice plastics. He's got some zipper worms, all in great colors. And he's also got a couple of his urchin style baits, which he calls them spike candy. These are a hot item right now, and he's got a couple of these. So this is the bait package for this month. Now, a little bit more about CC Baits. Adrian is a strong supporter of local Delta guys. He supports the Wednesday night tournaments. He supports youth angling. He's always donating stuff to different organizations, you know, to support them. around the Central Valley here. Adrian Costello at CC Baits. 25 locations where you can get these baits. If you need to talk to Adrian, maybe you want a special color or a special bait that you want custom poured, he'll do it in most cases. But you can hit Adrian up at, I believe it's CC Baits Instagram, CC Baits 22 Instagram. And Adrian will get you set up with some of his baits. Thanks a lot, Adrian, and we'll be hitting these baits up. I'll probably be pulling a few of these out just to show you what they look like in the next coming week, and that drawing will happen here at the last week of the month. Let's talk about what's going on at Clear Lake and Don Pedro, then we'll get right into the Delta. And wouldn't you know it, Clear Lake is still fishing outstanding. I talked to Dave out at Clear Lake Outdoors. Fishing has been very good. He says it's hot. He didn't have to tell me that. It's hot everywhere here in Central California. Although today, I'm out here on Wednesday, August 5th. I've got a beautiful 10-mile-an-hour breeze. I wish I was out fishing the Delta today. It is so cool. It is so nice out here and so refreshing that even if the fishing wasn't good, you want to be out here. It's just a great day to be out here. But I bet this wind is really going to kick this fishing into high gear. Anyhow, Clear Lake, very good. It's hot up there. Dave suggests get out in the morning. You're going to get an exceptional topwater bite. You're going to get good numbers, and literally every day, every morning you go out there, you're going to have a legitimate shot at a 5, 6, 7 pound fish. Dave took a couple of his friends out the other day. I got the feeling that they weren't hardcore fishermen, just fun guys to go out and angle with. He put them on a drop shot. They're getting 40, 50 fish days, you know, good numbers, good size. There is an algae bloom out there. It's going to get hot, or it is hot. It's probably going to get worse, but really, you're going to go out, you're going to have a great day, you're going to catch some fish. You got a little more cleanup on you or wipe down on your boat. Not a big deal. And with that, you know, I haven't mentioned, but when you go up to Clear Lake, if you haven't been up there, you don't need a band on your boat, but you do need to have it clean and dry, and it has to be inspected. You get a sticker. You can get a sticker at, I think, a lot of the local shops. I know they are doing the inspection and the sticker out at Clear Lake Outdoors. If you have any questions on that, give them a call at 707-262-5852. But you do have to have your boat cleaned and dry, and you have to have a sticker on it. It's a nominal fee. It's just part of what's going on with this golden mussel thing, and you can get it done there right at Clear Lake Outdoors. I talked to Aaron Jones from Central Valley Bait and Tackle about Don Pedro. Aaron's being very honest. He says the fishing has been tough up there. A lot of traffic on the lake. It's been hot. There's not a lot of people going up, and it's just tough to fish. Aaron is suggesting if you're up there, you're in that area, you want to fish, go out and try the night bite after dark. He's been going up. Topwater bite has been good. He's also been catching fish on worms and jigs, and there's nobody out there. So it's really pleasant to fish up there during the evening. But for right now, if you're planning a day up on Don Pedro, you probably, number one, really don't want to go up there on a weekend, but expect a lot of traffic on the lake, and it's been a little bit tough. We'll keep in contact with Aaron, and you know that's going to get better, especially this winter when we're tough out here on the Delta. It's going to be really good fishing at Don Pedro, so we're going to keep getting these reports from Aaron weekly. Might be a good day when it's hot, you're not going up to the lake. Stop in the shop out at Central Valley Bait and Tackle, or call Aaron at 209-407-0118. He'll give you an up-to-date report on what's going on. You never know when that lake's going to turn on, so hopefully it'll turn on soon. Let's start off with the California Delta. And as I said, it's been hot, but boy, the water clarity is good out here. There is some central clarity problems here on the Delta, basically due to high traffic, especially on the weekends. Traffic not meaning fishing traffic or fishing pressure, but skiers, wakeboards, big cruisers, they can roll up the water a little bit, and you can have some centralized clarity problems. I don't know if I mentioned, we're talking clarity right here around Paradise Point, 5-6 feet of clarity. Some of the guys are saying they're down around Ski Beach, in that area where you get a lot of people skiing, or certain areas where they ski. It gets rolled up a little bit. But if you have that problem, you can just, make a little move, go a couple miles east, couple miles west, head out to another slough. You're probably going to find some really good water conditions. The vegetation is healthy out here. There has been a lot of spraying, but that hasn't seemed to hurt the fishing in most cases. What else are we seeing out here as far as water conditions? Yeah, just good. The fish are in good shape. Things are going well, and there's no reason not to be on the Delta other than the heat. And we'll get into that in just a little bit. We'll talk about the topwater fishing in the morning, which has been really super good. Stripers, man, I hate to say it, but every week I'm getting striper guys saying they're going out, they're catching stripers, and these are all resident stripers. Steve Louie, I got a picture of Steve up there. Steve and his wife have been going out weekly, and they're multi-purpose. They're they fish multi-species out here, and they're always getting their stripers, they're getting their bass, and they're having a good time. You just have to put one foot in front of the other. I'm getting a lot of reports from around Liberty. Guys are going out there. I know the guys that I've been talking to here at Paradise Point, they're coming in with fish. Most of the Central Delta fish are 18 to 22 inches when you get a keeper. There's a lot of small stripers out there, but there are some keepable size fish out there. If you want to catch fish in the Central Delta, I can tell you the best way to do it is going to be go out and catch yourself some live bluegill and drift live bluegill, and just island points, places where you've got a couple of sloughs that are converging, where you have a little water movement. You get out there and you drift some live bluegill. You're probably going to catch some fish. So with that, we'll leave it at that. Not a lot of interest in it in the striper fishing right now, but gosh darn it, they're out there. And I think there's a lot more resident fish out here than we tend to think about. Let's start off with the largemouth bass, and I'm going to start off with a good news, happy feeling story about a couple of my friends, Mike and Nick. These are friends of mine. They're supporters of the channel. They have been sending me reports weekly for the last couple years. They are not new to the game. They've been out here a while, but they're learning the Delta, and a lot of times I know these guys are struggling. They're talking about going out, and they can catch small fish. They have trouble getting big fish. A lot of times I can just tell by the mood of their correspondence with me that they've had tough times. That was until last week. So they went out of B&W last week, been struggling, or just putting one foot in front of the other, catching fish, but grinding. They went out last week, B&W. They put a 10-hour day on the river, started about 5:30. They had a 60 to 70 fish day with fish up to about 4 pounds. They caught some nice solid 3-pounders. They had a topwater bite for about 2 hours on poppers in the morning, and they called the bite consistent, violent, and aggressive. So with that, I just want to congratulate Mike and Nick. Good job. You guys have been working hard for it, and I'm going to tell you that that's going to change your whole philosophy out here on the Delta. And for you guys that are in the same place that Mike and Nick have, you're grinding out here, you haven't hit one of those days. All you need to do is have one of those days where you just go out, you catch fish, they're aggressive, you get some big fish, you get numbers, and what that does is it turns your whole situation around. It gives you that confidence, and from there it's a domino effect. And we've all been in these places. You get those days where it just gives you that confidence, and it's going to help your fishing out. So that's the feel-good story of the week, and congratulations to Mike and Nick. Okay, so let's talk about the largemouth bass, and let's talk about a couple of the tournaments that were over the weekend. They had the Snag Proof Open 2-day tournament with a 3-fish limit. Joey Price and his partner Blake won that tournament with 27.7 pounds. They had a 6.8 big fish kicker. That's 27 pounds for 2 days, 3 fish limit. That's a 4.5 pound average. Mid-pack was about 12 pounds. So that's a little more what you probably can suspect if you are a weekly angler. Now, the AM side, they also had about 55, 60 boats out there. Larry Lubner, senior and junior, father and son team, they won the AM side with 21.3. They had a 7.9 big fish, but mid-pack was about 11 pounds for the 2 days. Joey Price, who won the tournament, he was fishing a certain frog that's coming out, and he wants to talk about that frog. So I'm going to turn it over to Joey, and he'll talk about the frog. And by the way, this frog color has not come out yet. It's going to come out very shortly. Rob over at the Bass Hole should be one of the first guys to get the frog. But let's turn it over to Joey, and he'll show you this frog and what it is. Then we'll get right back to the weekly report. Hey everyone, I've got Joey Price as a special guest today, and Joey has some information on a new snag-proof frog that is going to be Delta related. It's one that's worked for him. He just won the snag-proof open on this frog. You had a second place last year, same frog, same color. Fourth place a year before, same frog, same color. These are going to come out. They're going to be available to the public soon. So tell them what you got and tell them what they should be looking for.
Yeah, so I was talking to Bobby. I mean, letting him know that I really was hoping that they would come out with this color soon, and he gave me some great news that they are. So it's called Smoke. It's kind of like a see-through black. I have a lot of confidence in this frog, and I think it's one of those colors that a lot of guys just overlook, or they try it a few times and they just cannot get confidence in it. If you fish open water, try it. If the sun's up, if there's clear water, and if you fish open water, try Smoke. Rob should have it as soon as it comes out, and I don't know exactly when it's coming out, but a new color is a lot easier to drop than a new frog. So it should be pretty soon if Bobby was talking to me about it. I showed him the frog. We kind of went over, do we go shiny, do we go matte, what is he going to do? And so I think they're going to go more with the shiny option, because it'll get matte over time as they eat it. And it's a great color. I urge you to get some and give it a try. It's a great frog. Okay, this open water midday frog. This color is the one to get. It's a gray, and I usually don't talk about colors, but I mean the proof is there. You won the tournament on it last year, second, year before, fourth, same color. I'll make sure that Rob puts it out on his social media when he gets these in, and Rob will be one of the first ones to get it. Go down to the shop and get some of these. You can thank Joey for telling you about this color, and I'll take this one with me. Great.
Thanks a lot, Joey. We'll see you guys. All right, thanks a lot, Joey, and I will keep you informed when that gray frog comes in. And like I said, Rob over at the Bass Hole will probably be one of the first guys to get that frog. So that was the Snag Proof Open. We also, I think the Wednesday night tournament was won with about 23 pounds. I think they had about 65 boats in that. So pretty good weights for the tournaments. With the local guys going out there, the weekly guys, it has been good. The most consistent fishing has been the AM bite. The evening bite is good, but it's not as consistent as the PM bite has not been as consistent, at least for me and a lot of other people that I'm talking with. It's not as consistent as the AM bite. There have been evenings when the fish really go wild, and they have been some good evenings. So here's the deal for the AM bite in the morning. It happens about 15 minutes after the sun comes up. So my suggestion is to get out early while it's dark, get in your spot, and be ready to fish, because that bite is going to last strong for about 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes. You're going to get consistent bites. You're going to get good fish. After about an hour or so, you're going to see that it's starting to decrease. The size of the fish will decrease a little bit, but you can still do really good for about another hour or so with topwaters. And when I talk about topwaters, I'm talking about anything from a walking bait, a Sammy, a spook, a rover. Those have been really good. bubble walkers, Ricos. All of that is going strong. If you get a little bit of breeze like we have today, and by the way, I'm out here and man, the breeze is just beautiful out here on Tuesday the 5th. If it stays like this, I think we're gonna have some really good fishing. But anyhow, the bite remains good for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and then you're going to see the bite decrease, and then you're going to have to start fishing subsurface. Now, one of the things that I have been doing to prolong my topwater bite for about 15 minutes to 20 minutes in the morning, wherever I'm at, as I see that bite start decreasing, I start looking around in the general area that I am fishing, and I'll go to a bank that has some shade on it, so a bank that is protecting the sun from the water. It doesn't have to be a lot of shade, but I know I'll be fishing a sunny bank. Fishing will start, dropping off. I'll look around, and I don't care if it's 50 yards away, 100 yards away. If you just have to go across the slough and find the shady bank, you go out there and you'll have you'll increase, or you will extend your morning bite by 15 or 20 minutes. I will usually drop down the size of the bait that I'm using, and I will also slow it down a little bit, slow down my retrieve. So with that, you get out, you have your fun, you catch those topwater fish. Hopefully you get a couple big ones. When the bite stops, you want to go subsurface, and at that point, you want to be fishing some worms, some jigs, some drop shot. You'll continue to catch fish. The fish don't stop biting, but you just got to go subsurface. The topwater bite drops off a little bit. Now, one of the things Joey talked about in his win last week in the Snag Proof Open, he was fishing all of his frogs not over surface mats. He was fishing them in open water. So don't forget a frog in open water. Also, I want to talk about this little thing that we've been fishing. It is called the what do they call this thing? The alive bait. I've been trying to get a hold of these, and they are very hard to get a hold of. My son Nathan has been checking out the internet and scouring the internet. We were getting them on Temu, but what he believes is there's only one shop that has these, and they only release about 10 at a time. So and there was a couple that we could have bought, but they were pink. These are normally used for saltwater fishing. They were a pink color. There's only a couple colors that I like. This is one of them here, and they're not available right now. But as they come available, and if there is a bulk of them that we can buy, I'm going to buy them, and maybe we'll distribute them through the Delta here, either through Rob or maybe meet me on the dock or something. But if you can find these, let me know where you're finding them. These things are been a killer, and they're called the alive bait. I was getting them on Temu. If you find them and they're available, buy them, and you won't be disappointed. But with that, the fishing has been good, especially if this breeze keeps up. It's been hot in the middle of the day. I don't dig it, but if you can handle the heat, go out there and make sure you wear your sunscreen and drink a lot of water, and you'll catch fish throughout the day. So with that, I want to thank you guys for watching. Remember, sign up for the raffle, for the drawing. You can leave a comment, and you're in. Good luck, get out there, have fun, be safe. See you guys on the river. Thanks for watching.